We got a lot of fucking people in here.
Right.
And here we are.
Podcast.
Look at all the fucking people in here.
Got a lot of big
We
people
got
here.
a little bit of everybody.
Holy shit.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, we got to go around and do the intros and all that. Should we go ahead
Yeah.
and start that?
Yeah,
Should we
let's-
start with Andrew?
Yeah, let's start with Andrew.
All right, I got to figure out which. He's.
Yeah, he's on camera.
He's there.
Oh, look at
Whoa.
that. Back of his
Right there.
big head. Let's try this.
We call him
This
the
one-
Mountain Man.
This one might be a little bit better. There we go.
There we
That
go.
one's better.
I don't even
There we
know
go.
what
Suck it
camera
in.
to look
Suck
at.
it in, bro.
Right here.
There you go.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
You don't go look him in the eye. Shit.
All right, everybody out there. You're making it weird, man.
What camera at?
Everybody out there in chat land, tell us how the vocals are and all that shit, because we can't hear nothing in here. And yeah, hashtag triple Xmas to win some swag and 2 tickets
Hell yeah.
to the show Saturday night.
You want to do that like now? Not, well, yesterday.
What?
Yep.
I'm saying it's important. Do the hashtag, damn it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yes,
So are we announcing it now?
We're just letting them
Right
know
off
now.
the rip, someone's getting
Right
it
right
now.
off rip,
Right off rip.
because how it works is everybody who does a hashtag gets entered into the contest, and then at the end of the show, I spin the wheel and it automatically pops up. I share a
Nice.
screen, they can see
Nice.
who won and all that.
Nice.
There's like fake confetti.
I love it.
Get in
great.
the chat real quick.
No mess and cleanup.
You need 2 tickets for the show?
Timon show.
Get your phone off the table.
Okay, yeah. Man.
All right, Andrew, bass player for Tragic. Who are you? What do you do?
Well,
Bass player for Tragic.
Spoiler alert.
And I'm Rob. I'm nobody.
so way back there in the corner, you got to lean over for
Yeah, you got to
Rob
get
Duck.
kind of in on the
Rob
mic.
Duck. There you go.
I'm Joey, the guitar player for Tragic.
Jeremiah played drums for Tragic. I don't know where to look.
One of them.
Steve vocals for Ember Fading.
Josh, also vocals for Ember Fading. Sorry, Tragic. I'm leaving. We're doing duo vocals.
You need backup.
We got to switch
Last
camera.
week,
Sevi,
Josh, let's
drums
see.
Where's
for
he at?
Ember Fading.
Woo, Sevy. Move out of the way. Move
I
out
hope
of the
everybody
way.
can hear me despite my distance from the mic.
Yeah,
We-
unfortunately, capture any of the Our Final Feud kids. They're quick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're fast.
They're very fast.
They outran my van.
They're super fast.
Yeah, Colton apparently chloroform. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing doesn't work
Even
at
the
all.
free puppies sign?
Free
No,
puppies.
no free candy. Free
Nope.
candy.
And
Yeah.
I knew for sure Addison was going to go for the puppies. Nope. Nothing.
3 horse tranquilizers. He was walking
Didn't
on his
even
neck.
flinch. Stranger Danger ran away. I was like, all right, well, that's the school system for you.
Should have had an ice cream truck.
There you go.
Ah,
Well, that's
why he's the brains.
that would
Ice cream truck.
be false chase with the ice cream truck. Okay, so I do have questions for you guys because, of course, I took notes, and that's what I do. So, first off, have any of you guys, Ember Fading and Tragic, have you shared the stage together at all, or is this going to be the first time this Saturday?
We have not.
We were on the same bill at
Yeah.
Barbecue, but
We're on separate stages.
we were on separate stages, and that actually we overlapped our sets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So like I
Yeah.
got off stage and I ran right into the main hall and just
We were like,
to
sorry
see,
guys, we're done.
That's
to watch a couple of their songs. I only got to see a couple of them
Yeah, I was
did-
running back and forth.
I did halvesies myself,
Yeah.
watching you guys
Mhm.
first, and then
There's a lot of talent that day for sure. It's
Yeah.
hard to keep track of
Oh, yeah.
who was playing what. But Jason Sauer approached us with this show almost 6 months ago. He pretty much gave us free reign. Like, this is y'all showed. You pick who you want to. And Ember Fading was the first band we picked for sure.
Appreciate
Because we've always wanted to play with them. We never had the chance to do it. So they were the first pick. And then, of course, I did some recording for Our Final Feud and kind of fell in love with those guys. So I'm like, let's put Our Final Feud on there too. So just to make it a little different, because, a lot of these shows, it feels like you see the same bands every time. So we wanted to make sure it was our job to show everybody there's other bands here that are pretty fucking awesome. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
what we wanted to do. Make it
yeah.
a little different, make it, exciting,
So while we were all standing around, we were waiting for the podcast to start. You had some pretty badass things to say about Our Final Feud, and obviously, unfortunately, could not be here with us tonight. They are recording. But what was your experience when you were recording with Our Final Feud?
Those kids are crazy talented.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For as young as they are, they're doing all the right things. Like when I was their age, I was not doing any of the right things to be in a band. It was partying and playing music. These guys are, that's why I did the recording for them, because I told Colton, I was like, kind of see myself in these guys. I wish I was what they were doing when I was that young. They're very smart, know what they want, and they're going to do big things for sure.
You said they walked in the studio and it was like just one take.
Yeah, so I record a lot of drummers, and this kid was insane. One take on an electronic kit, and he nailed the entire song in one take. I've never done that with any drummer ever. And Kai came in, he played guitar and bass, one take, They did go back and put little pieces in that they thought kind of lacked, but I was like,
little
dude,
fill-ins.
I thought it was great from the get-go. So, they're crazy.
Trust me, I got stuck.
I was blown away.
I
Yeah.
got stuck in my head mastering it.
Yeah, so I mixed it and I sent it to Joey to master it for me because I suck at mastering. So,
And it was the same
Everybody
way
heard
with
it.
Colton too.
Yeah.
Because he came over to my house to do
Yeah.
the vocals, because Josh was in a transition period of moving and stuff, and he knocked it out of the park right off the rip.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
it's pretty crazy, man. Because like I said, at that age, maybe it was a different time too, but I was never wanting to be as professional as those guys want to be, which is great for them because they're already on the right track. Fuck, I'm 37 and we're just now getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe too late for us, but
But you can tell they're dedicated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
We had the opportunity of playing their first show was with us and
Right.
Redrawn.
oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool to see
Yeah.
them their first time on stage,
Hell
on
yeah.
the Tiki stage actually.
Yeah.
Speaking
That's
of redrawn, isn't that something you
Hey.
might or may not be
You know,
affiliated with?
May or may not.
May or may not.
Legend has it.
Allegedly.
So, and we were just speaking about badass drummers. So we have two. We've got Jeremiah and we have Sevi, and these two guys are two of, in my opinion, some of the best drummers that I've seen come into the scene in a while.
In a
So
while.
yeah,
Long while.
how long did it take you guys to actually like perfect your craft?
I've personally been playing drums since I was a kid, but definitely in college I took it a little more seriously. I was going to school for drums, so
Oh, nice.
I had lots of really good lessons and good teachers. But of course, I still think the most important thing is just listening to what other people do.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure you seem like someone that's been playing since they were a kid too.
Yeah, started when I was 13. I'm 35, so been playing for 22 years. But
Damn.
no,
And he hasn't
lessons.
gotten better at all. It's crazy.
Right.
I was just kidding. No, he's great.
Yeah,
man.
and now finally wanting to start taking it serious on actual learning lesson type rudiments and shit like that, because that's not something I'm that's strong at. Just play what I hear.
There's definitely a
Some of the
feeling
best
for
drummers
sure.
don't need any lessons.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So how did Ember Fading form?
Well, he wasn't our original drummer. Our
Right.
original drummer had to leave the band because of medical reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And Sevi just came in originally as a fill-in drummer for a gig or two, and he just, like a lost puppy, we kept him. Yeah. Originally, I pretty much wanted to kill him, and he likes to point that out because he loves to put in fills and stuff like that. And I would get lost, completely lost.
Right.
But I love Sevi.
All drummers are the same, man. They're all the same.
It was funny. The Lost Puppy vibes. He even gave me a collar and everything.
Oh,
We're not going to talk about the chip out for him.
whoa.
Hell yeah.
It's got kinky quick.
Things get a little weird. All right.
What about a tragic?
Formed.
Mhm.
So me and Jeremiah, we grew up together playing. So we met each other at the corner of a bus stop in middle school, right? Yeah.
At a stop sign.
And I saw him at the bus stop, and I don't know if he said it or I said it, but I was like, "Hey, you smoke weed, man?"
Right.
He was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Here we are, 20 years later, the best
we're both
friends."
still in our
You know,
mom's weed,
yeah.
smoking out of a Coke can at the bus
we
stop.
were, we were bad. We were both bad, so that's why we're best friends. Like, we'll be bad together, bro. Like, fuck this shit. So we had a bond from years ago, and it's crazy because I asked for it. We got into music together at the same time too, which was like new metal era. Limp Bizkit was coming out, and Korn was coming out, and all these Linkin Park. It was just so we were flooding ourselves with that shit. So we got into that, and then he asked for a drum set. I asked for a guitar. My mom got me a bass because she didn't know the difference. We started playing when we were like 12, 13 years old together. So, I mean, we kind of grew apart when we got older, but I quit my last band here, probably 3 years ago, and begged him to come play drums for me for a studio project. And that's all it was going to be. It's kind of done playing.
Yeah, I wasn't even playing drums at the time, and Josh kind of got me back into playing.
Yeah, I kind of was done with the band life shit. You know what I'm saying? I did it for a while, and I was like, fuck, can't find the right guys. It's just a waste of time. And so I was like, let's do the studio project together. So that's what we did, and wrote our first song, Nothing to No One, and we just put it out there, like just digital released it.
We didn't have a bass player or a guitar player. Josh was recording guitar, bass, and vocals.
Yeah, I did all of the shit except for the drums, and put it out there, man. And then somehow Andrew heard it, and I think Jeremiah messaged Andrew and was like, "Hey, man, check this shit out." Which is weird because I sold a guitar to Andrew like a month before that, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm doing this recording thing," and he was like, "Yeah, fuck you, dude, whatever."
He was like, "Oh, you got Jeremiah? All right."
Yeah, I was like,
I'll
"Well,
check it
fuck."
out.
And then about a month later, Jeremiah was like, "Well, I got this guy Andrew." I'm like, "Yeah, I sold that fucker guitar. He never got back with me." I was like, "Yeah, bring him over." So got Andrew in the
I
band.
still got that guitar, by the way.
Right,
Which
yeah.
actually now you have
Yeah,
it. 'Cause,
now I got it back. He's never getting it back.
I'll let you borrow it.
So we got Andrew in the band, and we just started recording, man. Like just recording, and finally got to a point like it usually always does. Well, let's do a fucking band again. Why not? And that's what we've done. We've had a couple of changes on guitars, and we ended up finding Joey, man. And Joey's been the perfect fit for us. Excellent guitar player, really cool guy. Like the hardest thing in a band is finding people that you actually get along with, and then you build a bond with, and you actually love like brothers. And that's what we are now. So pretty cool, man. So that's the whole long story of it. Sorry.
That's pretty cool. So, what was it like for you coming into an already established band, Joey?
We've been out of 27 South for a little while, so I was a little rusty, but it was kind of a change. Like I said, I was a little apprehensive about it because everything had happened with 27 South and kind of falling out of the music scene and all that. And it was kind of a depression, just, not really doing anything. And I talked to my mom, my wife, and everybody about it, and they're like, you should do it. Push it.
Speak up.
Speak up a little bit.
Yeah,
He's away from the
pushing me
mic.
towards it, and I'm like, well, let's give it a shot and let's go for it. So we came out.
Gotta have mom and wife support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad they pushed me because I said it's been like a huge change. Like I said, everything, just depression, everything's gone. I just
Hell yeah.
feel so much better.
Music can do that.
Now he depresses us.
We do have a few comments real quick. You want to?
Yeah, we got a bunch of chats.
We do.
All right, so
We have Kimmy. Hi,
he
Kimmy.
says, "Hi guys."
So
Tammy says, "What's up, OTR and all the guests?" There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch.
Tried by Stone. What's up, guys? I'll be there Saturday
yeah.
to drink all the free beer and dance topless on the bar. Pew, pew.
That's gotta be Buck.
Oh yeah.
Get early.
If you do that, I will join you, sir.
And if you guys want to win some free tickets, hashtag triple Xmas to win. I got shit to give away. And if you know what, I'll use
Triple Xmas. Well, okay,
Yep.
wait a
I'll
minute.
use them.
Is it XXX
Yes.
Xmas?
Yes.
Yep.
Or is it XX?
The first one. X X
Triple
Okay,
X.
X.
so there's three X's.
That movie Vin Diesel was in?
If you
There's 3 of those with a MAS.
if you actually look at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it says.
Oh.
It
So it was the latter, actually.
was. It was.
Yeah, wait for it. 12/22. Enter hashtag triple Xmas to win. Or don't.
I see Colton up there. What did
Yeah,
Colton have
don't.
to say?
Oh
Colton.
my lord.
Wish we could be there, guys. It's taken a little longer than anticipated, but we're so
Stoked.
stoked to play. Hell
Were they
yeah.
recording?
Hell yeah.
Please tell me Buck will wear a mini skirt for that.
I know. I know he usually is. So
We got John Wayne. What's up, you all? I'm in Jacksonville for school. Toyota can't wait to play with y'all next month. Hell yeah.
hell
What's
yeah.
up, John?
Angel says, "Hey y'all."
Angel.
What's up,
Angel, by the
Angel?
way, so
Yeah, talk about Sunday.
Yeah.
Just for a second, then we'll get back to the chat.
so Sunday, Angel put together this really badass benefit. It was a fish fry, and Tragic actually played acoustic. Did amazing, by the way. And so funny story was, so I walk in, I'm standing there, and I'm with Brittany and the kids, and we're just kind of hanging out for a second, and we just get there, and all I hear is a scream at the top of her lungs. Scared the shit out of me for a minute. I thought somebody was dying. Yeah, you heard it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was like this huge scream, and I was like, oh my God. I like jumped, and I look over, and all I see is her barreling towards me, and she about tackles me to the floor to give me a hug, and then she stole me away. But that was a really awesome show,
That's
and
pretty good. She put that together pretty well.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
that was
did. She did a great job. So shout out to Angel with that fish fry that you
I
put
never.
together.
So the fish fry, by the way, was for a charitable
Yes.
cause for a family.
Mm-hmm.
I never did catch what the family story was.
Dude had got in a motorcycle accident. Actually, Cody Buer. I
Yeah,
believe his name was.
Damn.
yeah,
But apparently they did pretty well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was awesome. It was really awesome to see. And then at the end of it, she got up and wanted to say thank you to everybody at the benefit, and of course got a little teary eyed. And so
Yeah,
that
there were some
was.
tears.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
My girlfriend was
Don't do
booing
it.
crying.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, Jade, don't do it. Don't cry. Don't do it. I had to rein myself in, but it was
That
awesome.
Cool.
So
That was awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, it
fun.
was.
it was very intimate setting.
Very
It was
chill, yeah.
Very awesome. It was a cool little venue.
Yeah,
I'm sure the
everywhere.
fish was delicious.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just hungry.
You're always
Aren't you the one that ate the bad macaroni and cheese?
I am the one that. To this day, I still don't know if it was that bad. It was more like an experimental dessert.
No, it was fucking horrible. I ate some of it too.
I ate the best of it.
Matter of fact, she bought some of the Italian sweet cream creamer.
PTSD.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't even
I've
smell
never,
that
I've
shit.
never even put it in my coffee again.
So you have
That's
to
what I'm
tell the
saying.
story of the macaroni and cheese.
Yes, yes.
So I'm
Here, do you want my
I'm the
mic?
band's humble
Oh.
eater. I'm always hungry. You know, it's a drummer thing. We burn so many calories. So we're
Oh
always
fuck
hungry.
yeah. Mm.
And like I was starving. Like we played in PCB, so we were staying at this like little Airbnb. And I was like, man, nothing's open. They were shutting down PCB. There was like rioting and everything. So it's not like I could just
Oh,
like
shit,
pop
yeah.
by, GOOOO and McDonald's like real quick to get some food. So we're back at the house. Melissa's like, oh, I found mac and cheese. Like, are you hungry? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I was there during spring break.
Yeah, exactly. And so, so she was making the mac and cheese and everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. And so I went in there to go help her like serve up like the dishes for everyone. And she hits me with that, hey, by the way, there wasn't any like milk or anything or butter in the fridge, but I found Italian sweet cream. I kind of thought,
Sounds like it could work.
yeah, sounds good to me. So I served everything out, and knowing that like there was like Italian sweet cream in here, I only got like a small helping of the mac and cheese. I was like already like started to eat it. I was like, ooh, no.
Oh
But,
no.
like it was really nice for her to like make us all like food and everything. So I was trying to just eat it. And then as soon as she turned around, my girlfriend had dumped her entire plate of mac and cheese on top of mine, and I was like, oh. So I was just sitting there. And it took our old bass player's girlfriend to say, the mac and cheese like tastes like Rice Krispies. It's great nice. And that's it was all hell from there. But still to this day,
great.
I look back on it, not that bad. If I could eat like maybe 70% of the plate, then it wasn't that bad.
Well, okay, 1 through 10.
Well, given the amount of bourbon I had in my system, I'd say 6 out of 10.
Nice.
No bourbon,
Yeah.
probably a 3.
Not bad. I mean,
Me
worse.
and Sebby killed a bottle of America bourbon that night. Just sitting there doing shot for shot.
Oh.
Damn.
Killed the entire
American
bottle.
sweet mac and cheese.
Damn.
And unbeknownst to us, look at this one.
Preston.
Savvy is the most photogenic drummer in the scene, and I will die on that.
Oh, thanks, Dustin.
Well, Jeremiah's number 2.
Trial by Stone, Preston. I got just the one for you, big guy.
Oh, nice.
Oh no.
And then Colton, we appreciate the compliments. That means so much to us coming from y'all.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Don't fuck up Saturday, okay?
No pressure.
No pressure.
We also have Melissa. Blondie.
Smith says, "Welcome back, guys. I'm having technical difficulties, so may not have many questions tonight. Great to see y'all back on again."
That's a weird question.
Was there a question
No. And we have
No.
Somebody landed.
No.
Landon.
I thought we had him like
Blocked.
from the- yeah. Much love, buddy.
Love you, Landon.
man.
I'm sure I'll see you Saturday.
Samantha.
Got
Yeah.
into all X's or just.
Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Nicole
my
says,
Lord, here it goes
Samantha.
already.
Yep, I know, right? It's all my fault.
Aw, thanks, y'all. Love you guys. Love you more, Angel.
Alrighty.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
Oh,
Landon.
Escalated quickly.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I love you.
Sorry, I love you. Oh.
Block.
Because I'm just going to block myself.
Yeah.
I just did it for you.
Great.
Hashtag
XXXmas.
XXXmas to fucking get in the giveaway. And leave a review. Apparently reviews are a thing
Yeah.
still. Even
They're
after
still a thing.
Yelp has been established. I did not know this.
Hmm.
I just found this out.
You can go to
Just
Off
don't
the
leave us a
Record.
shitty review. Because I know
Unless
most of
it's
you.
funny.
Right. Those are the
Okay, let's-
If it's
reviews.
funny, shitty, then that's funny because I really don't give a fuck what they think it is. But leave a good review and
5
enter
stars.
to win. Hashtag.
XXX.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Five
Stars.
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 Stats.
We make your pocket
Is
cocky.
it cockies or
Do
cockies?
you ever,
Here we go.
Do you ever get tired of this shit?
That's what I just said. Here we go.
I'm actually getting a little tired of it for you.
I'm used to it.
So y'all have a Yelp account?
I don't know.
No.
I was about
It's
to say,
on
is there like
Facebook.
food in the next room?
Got
Well,
some macaroni and cheese for you.
depends on what you classify as food.
I seen this fucking kid eat. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have
cheese
some
balls.
Thunder the Snake
Well, no,
cheese balls,
yeah,
but I
it's
ran
small.
out of
It might
sweet
just be
Italian
considered.
cream, so
Although you can have Guinness.
what?
I think with Guinness, you have to chew the last half of the can anyway. So
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes,
very
yes.
good
that
point.
counts.
that's the floor cleaner that they use at the Budweiser plant.
It's not that.
Oh my god, that shit's so gross.
Oh, stop.
Oh,
Guinness isn't bad.
Guinness?
I like Guinness.
What?
Guinness is good.
I like
I
Guinness.
love Guinness. Yeah.
Goddamn
Thank
right.
you.
That's
Yeah,
your
thank you.
favorite
That's
My favorite's
beer.
of
Killian's.
course, yeah.
I like
Killian's?
Killian's.
I like
Killian's is
Killian's.
good.
Killian's?
Car bomb.
Killian's is good. No? Just
Yeah.
no?
No.
It's just a no from Jeremy.
No.
So, my next question that I have for you guys is how would you describe your music to someone who hasn't heard you before?
Ooh.
Awful.
You know what? You're done.
Terrible.
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 No, I
Brought
don't.
the new song, didn't we?
We did.
I'm
We
gonna
did.
let- I'm gonna let Steven answer that
It's
one
also
first.
music for deaf
Oh shit. How
Deaf
would we
people- deaf
describe
people
our
don't.
song? Our music.
Our song.
Our song.
Our song,
Yeah.
only one.
Yeah. How about 5 of them?
Can I tell you what I hear?
What do you
I
hear?
listen to it, so I definitely hear some Tool vibes.
Oh, big
Yeah,
time.
that's
Um,
definitely there.
I
Big
listened
time.
to one song a day, and I felt like some Mudvayne vibes from the bass too. Like,
Okay.
but yeah, I definitely get like a Tool vibe out of it. I mean, that's my
All right.
personal opinion, for sure. So
Yeah, I can
I
see
was-
some.
Listening to Undertow on my way here. So
yeah, so there you go. So,
maybe I'm not inspired. Maybe.
I know Jarrett Bell's big into Tool too. So
Yeah.
I wish you could have made it out. You've seen it in a minute.
Yeah, shout out Jarrett.
Yeah, I don't what did you say? Like Tool, Deftones vibe?
Definitely
I was
Deftones.
thinking Deftones.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're like one of my biggest influences.
By the way, I hate fucking saying, "Oh, this band reminds me of this, and this band reminds me of that."
Right.
But I mean, if we're gonna have that
Yeah, we get
conversation,
comparisons all the time, and I don't hear it. I'm like, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
yeah,
We got pegged as a groove metal band. I had to actually look it up
Pegged?
what groove metal was.
What?
yeah,
Pegged.
fucking both of you actually, both you and Tragic. Yeah, I would definitely say there's some.
I didn't even know what groove metal was. I had to look it up.
No. Yeah.
Sync
I
Pantera.
never.
Pantera, Lamb of God, I guess. Which I don't think we sound anything like either one of those.
And that was exactly my point a moment ago. I fucking hate saying, "Oh, you sound like this band, you sound like that band," but I think groove metal as the umbrella is probably a good way to look at it. And whenever I say groove metal, I'm thinking something that has some groove to it, something that has some melody to it.
Right.
By the way, in my opinion, you can't have groove without melody.
Mm-hmm.
And furthermore, all your shit has lyrical content as well. You know, there's something to be said or retained from in your lyrics.
Yeah. That's why I like Rob, man. He's a cool motherfucker.
Right?
He gets it. He gets it, right?
And I'm just over here thinking, you can't have no groove if you ain't got no pocket.
Maybe call it pocket.
Pocket metal.
Well, we've been called butt rock too, so whatever that is.
Yeah, we'll gladly take that. I'll stand on that hill.
Butt rock is an amazing genre.
It is, right? I mean, shit. I listen to butt rock all day.
Right.
Love it.
At this little
We're like
acoustic
heavy on the
jam,
butt.
I
Heavy butt.
did hear a little bit of Seven Dust.
Right.
Seven Dust
That was
did
like the only band I listened to. for
did
like
an
20 years.
acoustic thing a few years ago, and I don't know if it's maybe the tuning that you guys use
Yeah.
or what it was, but I definitely did get some Seven Dust vibes from this
Yeah.
most recent.
We're in drop
performance.
C right now.
Well, and we haven't really
Man, I
tooted.
keep fucking kicking you.
We haven't
Sorry.
really tooted. We haven't really tooted that horn much, but the two new songs that we are getting ready to release, we had help like co-writing them with Clint Lowry of Seven Dust.
Absolutely, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
Right?
Yeah.
We spent about 6 hours with him, just through like Zoom
Man,
webcam.
that's
Like it was
amazing.
pretty fucking awesome experience. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Still don't know how to process that.
I
You
know,
didn't really
right?
say that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, and we did. We've been working on a Seven Dust cover for a minute, and we found that tune they were in one of these songs, and it was a really great tune. And so we've been dabbling with it a little bit lately.
Ooh, you guys are doing a Seven Dust cover?
Yeah,
Are
we'll
you-
do a Seven Dust cover Saturday.
Are you going to tell me which one you're going to do?
No,
I
I can tell you the moment it hits, you're gonna know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Could you maybe tell us the tuning?
No, I stopped playing.
That was
guitar.
pretty sneaky. I see what you did
Joey
there.
can tell you that.
That was pretty sneaky.
But we're gonna have surprise Saturday night too. So
Cool.
we're gonna try to get together and meld all the bands together at one time and do something cool. So
Oh yeah, that would be badass.
yeah,
So, what was your
Hopefully.
official answer for your sound? If you could explain it to anybody.
I mean, I think we got Seven Dust vibes for sure. I mean, that's biggest influence, and it's I feel redundant saying that, but Kill Switch was a huge influence on us.
Yeah.
We've heard. So we got 3 Days Grace. People said 3 Days Grace. Stained.
Godsmack.
Clint Lowry said Godsmack, which really almost made me hate him a little bit. I'm like, really? Like, come on, man. Out of all the bands, Godsmack, but I mean, I listen to Godsmack a
Yeah,
lot
but then
too.
seeing how many like hits they've had, it was like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll take that.
So, I mean, that's for the people to decide, not us.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
just write music that we feel,
Yeah.
it makes us feel good. And I try to write lyrical content that appeals to people and maybe helps them. And so, yeah.
And I can almost damn sure tell you as a musician, whenever you're writing shit, you write whatever it is you write.
Right.
And please correct me, everyone, if I'm mistaken in this. You're not sitting down saying, "Oh, I'm going to write a fucking Def Leppard song, or I'm going to sit here and write a Seven Dust song. You're going to
Mhm.
write whatever it is you're going to write,
Right.
and your influences naturally come out on that, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, even if I wanted to write a 7 song, I could.
Right.
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll write a sublime, like, crappy ass 7 song, I guess, but
Whatever
Yeah.
shit belongs like on a video game soundtrack.
Yeah. yeah,
I got a
just
great
write what you feel, man.
I got an awesome idea.
Yeah.
What you guys can do. You rewrite Voodoo by
Mhm.
Godsmack and give it to Clint as a tribute to Seven Dust.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great, right?
He'd love
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Listen here, fucker. Yeah. No, he's been great, and yeah, it's been a huge help on like just seeing what this dude's been doing it for over 20, almost 30 years. You know,
Yeah.
writing songs for 30 years is crazy. So when we went to him, and I was like, "Hey, this is what I got," and then seeing his process,
Yeah,
of,
he actually liked it. And
just watching him turn this into something I never thought would ever could have been what it was. You know, I wasn't thinking that way. So it opened my mind up a lot as far as writing process and how we should be writing songs, and you know, me shying away from overproducing the songs. It's like I don't want to put all this shit in there, you know. But even Clint said, "Dude, if you hear it, it sounds good, put it on there. Who gives a fuck?" Like, you know, technology's great now. You can recreate that live if you wanted to. You just have to work hard to do it, you know. So you know, which made us start to kind of figure out our sound. Like you said, I sent you that new song. He's like, it was good to hear the evolution, and that was a great compliment because that's what I feel like we've done, kind of
Yes.
getting with these certain people to kind of help us like figure out where the fuck we want to go, what sound we want, and it's cool because we've done it, and then the outcome is kind of what we wanted. So it's like this is the working, you know, this is going to work great, you know.
I was just about to say when we got that way back, it was kind of like it's exactly what we had in our head.
Yeah, that's hard to find. So
So you
Exciting.
guys were talking about your writing process for Ember Fading. What is it like for your guys' writing process? Is it like you guys just show up and throw something together, or is it planned? Or
Well,
Sammy laughs.
a lot of the times I come up with just like a melody.
Okay.
But every song's been kind of different. I'll come up with just a melody, and I'll record my melody on like a voice memo.
Yeah.
And I'll play it for the guys, and then like I always say, they're the real musicians. I just hum a melody to them,
Right.
and they fucking make a song out of it.
Yeah.
that's fucking intense.
Right. So what
Yeah,
was
that's
that
awesome.
like?
I think like one of the funniest like songwriting processes, like you can take Immortal Sun for example.
Mm-hmm.
He showed us like the melody for like the chorus and everything, and we kind of thought, oh yeah, like a nice like maybe ballad type of song, like throw a nice slow backbeat.
Yeah.
And then I kind of had the idea, like when hearing the chord progression Connor Shan came up with. Basically, the chord progression just runs down like the minor scale, like all the way from 1, skips the nasty chords, like let's say maybe like 3 and 4, goes I think like 1 6 5 2 1. Oh, sorry, flat 3 1. And
Speak English, you fucking Jesus Christ!
You need to hang out with Jeremiah. I don't need to-
So like I mean, it sounded like a normal like chord progression, like just in a descending manner. And I thought, you know what? Like, because I'd been listening to like Iron Maiden earlier that day, I was like, I really like the galloping, like doing like a lot of their music.
Yep.
Like, and you don't really hear that
Yeah.
like anymore, like the galloping. Everybody
You
just
really
like,
don't.
play as fast as you can.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, we should gallop like each like like each chord like in the chord progression, and that's how it kind of like came to be the song. But we still kept like the halftime and like the verses kind of have like a good rhythmic like dynamic going on.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
I
So
feel like it's just gonna
how
stick
did you
like that.
approach him with that idea?
With the
You just started singing the melody.
yeah, I'll just
Started
sing, I'll
singing the
sing,
melody.
I'll
Really?
sing the
Wow.
melody to them over the microphone.
Wow.
Kind of just a do 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 do, you know.
That's
And
crazy.
they come up with. They're like,
So it's just
they're
something
like,
that you've
okay.
heard in your head, and you're
Just
like,
what I
this
have in
is-
my head.
Wow.
I had written the
wild.
lyrics out already to this song, which Immortal Sun's about vampires.
Right.
So yeah, and they just they run with it.
That's
And
wild.
even with our new
Yeah,
bass
it is.
player, Rushi, he doesn't have the finesse that Connor did, but he has this punchy like metal
Right.
fucking bass playing to him.
Nice.
So our new stuff that we started writing is a little bit heavier
That's awesome.
than
I like it already.
what we've written in the past.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna, when the songs are done, I think they're gonna be
That's just crazy
incredible.
to be able to think inside your head. Like, I always have a hard time writing my own songs of taking what I have in my head, and I can hear a whole song in my head, but I cannot transcribe it to guitar, bass, drums, and all that. But for you to do that and just share that little bit of information to you and the rest of your band, and they write it from there, and it's like, yep, that was in my head. Like, that's
Well,
I've
guess
heard
what,
it.
motherfuckers?
I've heard it the other way around, where the band comes up with music, and then the vocalist kind of has a melody in their head, and then writes lyrics according to the melody.
Right.
But that's the exact opposite
Yeah.
of what you're doing.
Right. Well, like with Over Again, Jarrett came up with the original riff to that.
Okay.
And then I just, played off that. Me and him kind of, put things together and then brought it to the rest of the band, and they finished it. And but all the other songs, pretty much, it was just me humming something, and these guys just ran with it.
I mean,
That's crazy.
I do like to think like there is such a thing as like I call them cheese chord progressions. Like they're really easy, and like just goes back to like me drumming. Like the best thing to do is like to listen. Same thing with like writing music and chord progressions, in my opinion. Like the Abyss, for example, is honestly like harmonically like a cheese like chord progression, in my opinion. It is like the main riff. The main riff is literally the same chord progression as like Tool's Sober. A lot of like metal bands, like during the breakdown, to make stuff really, really heavy, it's literally just your one chord, which is your tonic chord, or like it could be O on the guitar, and then the first fret, which would be considered your flat two.
Yeah.
That's used like so much all the time. In
Yeah.
the right context, you can make it sound as original as you want it to.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
You are a genius. I want to hang out with you more for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We're gonna
Guys are
change
like,
that
yeah,
over.
I don't know how to say it like that, but I can play it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't know how to play guitar.
I'm pretty disappointing because I'm starting humming songs and you motherfuckers are writing them. I'm doing way too much work. Yeah.
So speaking of
Write 3
Over
songs on the way
Again,
home right now.
for Ember Fading, we actually have a little something for Over
Yes.
Again by Ember Fading. So let's check it out.
Yes.
3.
Disappear without a trace. Cause fear of this life. Falling down to this hell. The darkness I embrace. Choices made violence. Shadows stir in the dark. The ripping of innocence. How did we stray so far?
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's how.
Woo!
Hey! Fuck yes.
Ember Fading. I have. So yeah, tell everybody how you came up with the name. I know you just
Okay.
mentioned it to us, but tell those people.
So originally, I hadn't played music in about 18 years or something like that. I hadn't been in a band. I was in my second divorce, and I had all this time on my hands. I was like, wow, what do I do with my time? So I talked to Hunter Dawes, actually, from Your Captain Speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, just put out a Craigslist ad. So I'm like, well, fuck, okay. So I did that. Vocalist available. Influences: Tool, Deftones, System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Fucking crickets. So I'm like, okay, after 2 weeks of that, nothing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to create a fucking band that doesn't exist. So I come up with Ember Fading is the name, is a line from a song from Breaking Benjamin from the song Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Ember Fading. So I was like, well, that sounds cool. Ember Fading, looking for drummer, guitarist, bassist. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get inundated with
awesome.
emails.
Wow.
Yeah. So started to put together this metalcore project with 2 other people, and actually my tattoo artist, Richard Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And then that didn't really pan out. So so me and Richard, we found a drummer, which was Jason Park, our original drummer. And Jason played in the band earlier with Jarrett. So that's where we formed. And then Richard only lasted about 2 practices, and he was out.
Yeah.
And so we put out another Craigslist ad, and there goes, and then we got Connor from there.
We can never find anything but weirdos from Craigslist.
Looking at misconnections, that's probably not the best place to look.
Don't have a drummer, but I got this sticky couch. Hell yeah.
So then through Connor, we found Sebi.
Right.
Once Jason had to leave the band.
Got a
Okay.
badass addition.
So yeah, Sebi, and then through Sebi, when Connor had to leave the band, through Sebi we had Rushi.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are at this point now.
I will
Those
say
names,
that.
like, made up too.
Yeah, yes.
Like, are they from songs?
Severance and Rushi. Yeah.
I will say that I know our Final Feud's not here, but the 3 bands here is the most humble group of guys that I think I have ever met. Because every time I tell any of you guys, like, dude, you guys are fucking phenomenal, they're like, oh, they just kind of brush it off. You guys are like some of the most humble people.
Yeah, man.
And I brag on Sevi all the time because you guys have come before, many times to the podcast, and I'm just like, Sevi, you're badass. And he's like, oh,
I have a poster of him in my bedroom.
Can I get a copy?
It's sitting on the hood of a Lamborghini.
That's
Nice.
Jay, that is just like the meme that you posted a few days ago
Yeah.
on Facebook. Metal vocalists on stage, rah!
Yeah.
And then
Merch table.
Yeah.
Hey,
Merch table.
how are you? Nice to see you.
And it's funny. So funny story. My new hire class was like, oh, I was telling them about the podcast and the type of music and the show coming up this weekend and everything. We were just, on break and just kind of chatting. And they were like, isn't that like really scary? And I'm
Yes.
like, what is really scary? They're like, metal. And I'm like, have you ever
Yes.
been to a metal show? They're like, well, no. And I said, right. Right. They're like, well, isn't that kind of scary? I was like, no, seriously. So I've encouraged them to go out to a metal show. And one of them actually did this past weekend in their hometown and came back and were like, dude, those are some of the nicest people I ever met. And I'm like, I know.
Seriously.
I know. And they were like, I've been to like rap shows before and it was just kind of like a little scary and I had to leave early. But it's funny that most people have that perception of metal artists that you guys are like, scary and dangerous and mean and grr. And
What's
then like
scary to metal artists is Nicki Minaj and her song WAP. I mean, that's terrifying.
yeah.
I mean, what do you call scary? I mean, the pop industry and the rap industry is super scary, in my opinion. I mean, they're getting shot and killed left and right. I mean,
It is. It's sad.
so yeah, I mean, what do you consider scary? I don't know. But, I won't dive into that deep hole, but I can tell you that you can go to a metal concert and every dude in that place is going to have your back.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
sure you're safe.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, like Welcome to Rockville, 30,000, 80,000, however many
Yeah, if
people
you
was there.
fell down, they were
You-
picking you
You're
up.
all family there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's the thing.
speaking of Rockville, you were actually walking around, and there was this dude that like kind of was a little sketchy, and I noticed that you and Joey and the other Joey and Jeremiah, like all of you guys, were kind of like, okay, no, not today, bro. Like you kind of like stood up a little bit taller. I noticed, and I was like, that's kind of. And I noticed no matter where you went at Rockville, that was something you saw. And after the Rockville, I saw a post in one of the groups that this guy's girl fell asleep on the ground because she was tired from being there for, all day. And she was, he left to go grab her a hoodie, and he came back, and there was dudes like forming a wall around her, like protecting her. And when he went up to go give him a hoodie, they're like, hey, don't touch her, bro. Don't touch her. And they like got in his face. He's like, no, that's my girlfriend. I grabbed her hoodie so she wouldn't be cold. And you're right. It is definitely just like with Rockville. It's
family.
Yeah, it is family for sure.
Like the Cogs Award, like
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Yep.
we we got in touch with a show in Jacksonville, and a couple of guys came up to us and was like, hey man, we want y'all to be a part of this shit, and we didn't really know what it was, but I mean, Cogs Award they're a gigantic group across the country that literally go to pits and go to these festivals and make sure like they're the safety patrol.
Yeah.
Like, and they even posted a video the other day where they had kids in the pit and they were showing them how to do a circle pit and keeping them safe. So
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So check out the Cogs Awards because that's pretty awesome. They all group together, go to these festivals, make sure you can mosh and do pits in a safe way, and make sure people get picked up. And
Authentic
pretty
Mosh
cool.
Apparel.
Authentic Mosh Apparel is a part of that too.
We had Devin on a while ago.
Long time.
Yeah.
We need to have him on.
He was fucking
I want to
awesome.
hear if
I
he ever
loved
got
it.
his wrestling podcast off the ground.
I don't think he has yet. I need to message him because I
Devin's
told
a
him I'd
great
help him.
guy, man. Like he
Devin is
started
amazing.
from nothing, and we somehow won some fucking contest to play Welcome to Rockville, and that was his first bang. Like they gave him the go ahead to bring Authentic Mosh Apparel to Welcome to Rockville. So we went to go see his booth, and he had shirts, and he was just selling all this.
Yeah.
For somebody to come up from nothing to be at Welcome to Rockville and do that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
it was amazing.
Yeah, that was.
good group of guys to have in your corner for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking from Tragic, we just saw Ember Fading. We're going to get to the comments really quick because we have some to catch up on. We have quite a bit to catch up on.
Yeah, we got some questions from Samantha. We'll get to. We got a question from Preston. Steven
Yo.
says, "Yo, what up, man?"
What up?
Hey.
Another group we need to get back on here. So,
Yeah, we do.
Look at this fella. Good evening,
John!
love you guys. I'm listening
Thanks.
from the mask pit. That's right.
Cogs of War, Mosh Team is fucking family. Best organization I've ever had the pleasure to call myself a part of.
they are.
Absolutely, Preston. Absolutely. And we have, this girl, Lisa. She said, go ahead. That was our group, Rockville 2023 Happy Campers, that hosts the kids mosh pit group. We are hosting it again this year. That is badass.
Yeah, Lisa's awesome.
Lisa is amazing. She's like
Bring
the
everyone there, let 'em
nicest
wreck 'em.
nicest lady. She's amazing.
6-year-old.
It's awesome. So before we get to the questions real quick, we do have a tragic video of their new song they have out called
Dead weight.
Before we
Yeah.
do that, though, I have an official off-the-record question.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
How much money in tattoos do you think is in this room?
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Lots.
I think he's got the most money.
He's probably
Yeah.
wearing about $6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably yeah, about $6,000
Yeah.
of what you can even see.
I wish you could use permanent. markers.
See, that's why I'm keeping my arms small so they don't cost so much.
All right.
That is a true story.
Economical.
I don't know, but I hate to think about how much I spent this year now you said that.
It is very expensive.
It is.
Well, I'll throw in my 200.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, tragic, dead weight.
wins.
Hey, all right, and we're back. So everybody, best behavior and stuff.
Something like that. We had Sebby over here trying to figure out the drum beat. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so we got a new drummer.
That makes how many bands you're in now?
You're fired.
He's gonna be busy.
Start my mixtape.
Good time to kick off that rap career.
All right.
Right.
One thing I have to fucking comment on the vocal harmonies.
Awesome.
Guys.
Had to be Andrew.
Fuck yes. The vocal harmonies. This is something that you guys are just now doing, right? I don't remember hearing it in any of your other songs.
Andrew just says like to turn them down really low.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when in our older songs, like our first EP, like I essentially wrote, I had that whole EP kind of just wrote already.
Yeah.
You know, I did all the shit and it was kind of is what it was. I didn't really want to pound on it any more than I already did for a year straight. So as we're playing and practicing more and more, Andrew starts getting more comfortable and is like throwing his ideas around, and he just got a great voice. I mean, Andrew's a great
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah, he is.
So I don't really have to coach him anything or tell him what to do. He just, when I record, I'll kind of throw some backups that I hear coming up and just kind of let him do his thing. But I think our voices complement each other pretty
They
good.
really do. I picked up on it on the acoustic jam.
Yeah.
And the thing about acoustic jams, especially when it comes to vocal harmonies, you can't cover it up.
You can't fuck it up.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, and even stripped down to the acoustic level, the vocal harmony sounded fucking amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm cool with that, man. It's awesome. Yeah, helps me out a lot.
What does John Nix think about it?
And
So
Joey
I don't
does a
know
lot
about
of
I'm
screen
moist.
backups too
Oh.
now. So I mean, he does. That helps me out a lot.
John.
John's moist.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's how you know
That's what
you're
I'm talking
winning.
about.
Like inside of the mask.
Either way.
That's awesome. So I have another question. So, what accomplishments are you guys looking for within the next 5 years?
Not dying would be great.
That's a pretty good
Always that.
accomplishment.
It's always that, right? Being alive was great. Yeah. Go ahead, Steve. You got it. I don't know
What's your
what to say,
5-year
so-
plan?
Yeah.
I want to play a festival. I want to play
Yeah.
Rockville or Blue Ridge.
Oh, Blue Ridge.
That
Incarceration.
lineup
Yeah.
with Blue Ridge has been nice.
Music video.
It is.
Aftershock. What's the other ones?
Birthday, birthday, life.
Earth Day Birthday.
Live
Yeah, I
your
wanted to
life.
play Earth Day Birthday.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you guys already did Rockville. That's fucking sick, dude.
Have y'all been in?
Yeah.
Have you been submitting to that DWP and everything?
Well, we don't have we submitted a little bit, but we don't have a music video yet. So we're talking about actually putting one together. So
Right.
for the Abyss.
You don't even do a music video, like dude, just like a fucking
We
a
just say
visualizer or
visualizers.
something.
Oh yeah.
As long what they want is a YouTube link. That's what they want. So if you can put a picture of a fucking puppy dog and put your music over it and send it that
Right.
way. You know?
People are
Okay.
definitely voting on the sound on what they think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think when
Yeah.
we won Rockville, I think a lot of people were looking at the videos and like they wanted to see the video quality. But this last go around, I think they're really focused on the music.
Right.
So
I've seen a lot of people with
yeah.
good videos who didn't make it through.
I mean,
but
we got to the final four, and I think we only had one that was actually a music video. That
Yeah.
was Enemy that we used.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The rest of it was all visualizers.
Yeah.
And we still got voted all the way up. So
Yeah, nothing special,
Um,
but just get your music on there. You know.
So when you say visualizers, like, do you mean like cool like animation stuff to go along with like a lyric type video?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, we
we had
did-
one that just had our logo that spun around like it was silly, you know.
I mean,
it was
okay.
stupid, but
That way, it's not just a still image,
Very-
but just
right.
something that's
very
got
modern.
some movement.
yeah, nothing
And
crazy.
There's a lot of cool websites online now that you can pay $20 and come up with like your own little visualizer and stuff like that. If you don't have anyone that can actually physically do it for you, so it's
We were talking to
cool.
Pat about possibly doing a video pretty soon. So
Oh yeah,
Pat's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He's a
Yeah,
very
he
good
is.
The video is awesome. So 5 years festivals, video.
yeah,
main stage festival.
Main stage.
main
festivals.
stage. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it, headlining.
Fuck it, right? Yeah, that's everybody's goal. I mean, we have the same goals. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I go further into that, like write great music and play some good fucking shows. That's all we want to do.
I know that we're talking about the this next show coming up. This last show at the Warrior though is a bit of a fucking festival in itself. There's what fucking 18 bands,
22 or 24.
22 fucking bands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is going to be insane.
Yeah, they put us like this big on the flyer.
So, what would you say would be your best and worst performance?
Honestly, I was really digging the acoustic performance.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was actually really awesome.
I think Electric though would have been our live stream for the festival that
Yeah,
I felt really great about that live stream performance that we did a couple
you
weeks
guys
ago.
did great on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have a best or worst. I mean, it sounds probably like an egotistical thing, but I think I'd go out there and do my best every time.
Yeah.
I got to walk away feeling I used to when I was younger. Walk away, oh, I fucked this note up or I fucked that note up. Like I walk away like
Right.
I'm going out there. I'm going to fuck up, but I'm going to have a good time. When I get off the stage, I want to know I did the absolute best that I can do. I don't think I've had any bad shows. You know, I'm lucky to do a show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I think of it. I'm very humble in that way that I'm still able to do it, and people come out to fucking watch. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just thankful to be able to do it. You know, so
Exactly.
no best or worst for me.
And this is the first band you're a vocalist in.
Yeah.
So, what's that been like?
Weird.
Yeah.
I've always played guitar, bass,
tell.
and that's been kind of cool. 'Cause I always was in the shadows, you know, like I didn't
Yeah.
have to be front man. But honestly, it transitioned well for me. I thought I'd be the first show. I was scared shitless. But the more you do it, the more you get comfortable, and you know now I feel like it's where I'm supposed to be. You know, like going back to
You always
guitar
surprise
shit
me.
just wouldn't feel right for me. You know, like I feel like I'm definitely where I need to be, and it's been fun. You know, so
You both come by it very naturally.
Yeah, you do.
yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Steven's good.
Well, thank you.
He was really good. That's why I can't wait till we do the show. It's gonna be
Yeah,
so
should
fucking fun.
Yeah, oh, it's gonna be a fun fucking show.
I can't wait for Saturday. So, by the way, speaking of Saturday, if you guys can't see across the bottom of your screen, if you put in hashtag XXXmas,
What does that do?
I'm glad you asked, Rob.
Wait,
So,
what's going on?
Don't do it
if
on
you
Google.
put in the hashtag XXXmas, you are entered to win, Jeremy.
Drum roll, please. They can't help it.
They can't. They really can't. They really can't.
It's like a cat with a laser pointer. A couple of tickets and a big bag of swag from all the bands that are going to be there. Oh yeah.
So wait,
by the way,
what do they have to do again?
Hashtag Triple Xmas.
XXXMAS.
That sounds pretty easy.
That's
Yeah.
pretty simple, right?
If I
If
wasn't
they can't,
sitting
then,
here
you know what?
and
I don't know what to tell.
Right.
and obviously I'm going to be there, I would do that. But
I would absolutely
I
do
think
that.
I'm out of the running for that probably.
Yeah,
And
I would totally throw your name out.
Absolutely. And you know what's
We'll
funny
get you a
is
koozie or something, bro.
I have
Thank you.
I have yet to see any
I think it was
hashtags.
easy.
Yeah, in fact, I can check that right now.
Yeah, I don't think that we have any.
Yeah.
There are 0 entries, people.
Wow.
Hashtag
That just means that
XXXmas.
People
Kinda
don't
hurts
my
read.
life.
People are not reading the
Story of my
ticker. That ticker down there is not your stocks losing
Either
money.
either that,
It is
Right.
information.
either that, or they
It
don't
hurts.
plan on going.
Yeah.
And I hope, with all my hopes and dreams, that people plan on going to the show.
I'll be there. You
I'll
guys
be
will
there.
know when I show
Yeah.
up too. Shout out PO Limos. You guys will know when I show up.
Can we get a Joseph Badia's comment? Can we
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah,
Hang
yeah.
on. I'm stealing your mouse real quick. So real quick, Lisa. Oh, where'd she go? Lisa says, tune in to DW Presents on Twitch on 12/22 at 6:30 to vote
Yeah.
for Tragic to play in Croatian.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Joey says maybe they will play at least one good song.
Wow.
Yeah, we will play one good song.
It's a cover though.
It's not even our song. Joey keeps us grounded. So Joey, he's the one that's done all our videos for us.
Yeah, shout out Joey.
And he
Don't
is-
ever- don't
he loves
ever
to
work
ground
on
us
that.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Why did it not take?
I don't know.
Did it
Lisa, do capital X's for me, please. and see if that works. And I'm just gonna send her a ticket.
Maybe it. Oh, she
Oh,
There
did
you go.
it.
Oh, Shane.
Lisa already won tickets.
Shane.
No, maybe it's got a
Yeah, try to refresh it.
We'll refresh it.
Have you tried
Oh my
unplugging
God.
it and plugging it back?
Uh-oh.
Hey, tap in hashtag triple Xmas, please.
Broke it.
Hashtag.
Broke it.
Yep. Yeah, timed out. Hold on
Hold,
one
please.
second. All right, go.
Dangle clacks. How you say it, Rob?
Dingle clacks.
MAS. There we go.
And then
Wait, no, you only did 2 X's.
no, she didn't.
There was 3.
Oh my Lanta.
X
Show
X X
password.
MAS. There you go.
Start
There we go.
typing.
2
Hey,
entries.
okay.
Hey.
Boom.
2
All right.
entries.
Well,
Shout out
that's
Shane.
One of those.
Appreciate it. All right, so we got another question. Did you have any other musician or artist that mentored you, or did you just?
Besides Jeremy Taylor.
Growing up, my older brother played since I was as long as I could remember, so I always looked up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was around that time. He was a phenomenal fucking guitar player.
Unfortunately, he can't stay out of trouble, and he's in prison. But
I mean, vocally, Kurt and Dave. I mean,
Yeah.
Dave from Fighting Giants,
Right.
Kurt from. I mean, we grew up with those guys, and
Yeah.
I mean, every party we went to, those guys had a fucking acoustic guitar and they were singing like everywhere they went. So
I could not imagine why.
and it was
that's actually
it
how
was
I
so
met
fun.
Dave.
You know,
We
it's
lived,
fucking awesome.
lived in the same neighborhood, and I would play drums, and I went outside and I heard someone else playing drums,
Oh.
and literally walked over there, and it was falling at will.
Yeah,
Can we
Back in
just
the day.
rename them Master Blaster?
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Just the Kurt and Dave team. Can we just rename them Master Blaster so
Right, that'd be
everybody
great.
knows what we're talking about?
Hooroo Blaster Town. Master Blaster.
So when they work
Yeah.
out together, and learn Dave like benches Kurt, it's like
And then Kurt
Curly
benches
Kurt.
Dave.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He squats him.
Yeah.
Those guys were a big inspiration to me vocally. Like just listen. Back in those days, we're all getting fucked up and partying, and
Doing
it
it
was
wrong.
cool. I mean,
Definitely
those guys
started
were
to
just
drink a lot.
always fucking playing music and singing. It was a great environment to be around. So, and Kurt was always from day one. He heard me sing. He's like, "Dude, you need to be a singer." And I was like, "Dude, no way, I'm getting on fucking stage and singing. Like, I'll play my guitar or bass. I'm good."
Little did he know.
Kurt is a big secret supporter of Tragic. He won't like ever comment, but he like messages us.
Yeah, he keeps it secret, but it's okay. He likes butt rock. He don't want anybody to know.
Right.
That's adorable.
He's a closet butt rocker.
What about you guys?
Biggest inspirations growing up. I'd say having Rock Band at a really young age, like the video game.
I've heard that a lot.
That's
I
what
sucked
honestly.
at it and I hated it.
It's honestly what got me into drumming. I picked up on it like very quickly, and, like was playing through like expert levels before I got my drum
What
set.
the
That's
fuck?
crazy.
Yeah.
And just like the coordination just like translated right over to the drum kit.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah.
I could already like separate my feet from my hands, and
That's crazy.
Yeah, because
I
I
used
was
to
like
kill it
playing
on
drums
Rock Band.
already, and I'd get on Rock Band and I could not play it. And then like my buddies would get on there and like be
Yeah.
playing Judas
not
Priest.
even a musician.
Yeah.
You got to start with Rock Band first. That's my little cheat for Rock Band.
I remember when Jeremiah got his first drum set. Like he was struggling. I remember getting on the
Dude,
drum set and I was playing a good
The
beat.
heads
I'm like,
didn't even
yes.
come on the drums. It was
Yeah.
like the rims and the tuner keys, like everything was apart.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck? It took me like 3 days to build it.
Right.
You got the IKEA drum set.
Put that motherfucker together. So.
What about you?
I didn't really have any like local bands growing up, but I picked up the drums in 5th grade, and I was a drummer up until I was like 15 or so.
Oh wow.
And our drummer left the band, our singer left the band, and they were like, "Okay, you're the new singer." And
Okay.
I'm like, I can't fucking sing. So, yeah. So here I am.
And here you are.
Here I am, 30-something years later.
That's
And,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm the singer.
It's crazy how like most of us started on something different and ended
Yeah.
up where we're at now.
Except for the drummers.
Except for the drummers.
I was a drummer at one point.
Yeah.
I can-
You just said that.
I can totally relate to that. I was a guitar player at one point, and
Still are, man.
no.
You still play
Well,
guitar.
For myself.
guitar.
Yeah, for myself, but not a podcast.
No, we're gonna get Rob on stage one day to shred a song.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, down.
Let's do
You
it.
gotta learn one of our songs. We'll get you up there.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can do
that'd be
that.
cool. Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah,
You
that'd
got
be
3
awesome.
days to learn, buddy.
Whoa, I think I need to wash my hair then. I said I was going to be there. But,
You're gonna be there.
Joey, Andrew, what about you guys?
Go ahead, Joey.
The biggest inspiration, I had a buddy that I joined up with named Severin. That
Sebby, Severin.
yeah,
Full name
And,
Severance.
Also, another drummer,
Sick
and
band.
another drummer that was the drummer and lead singer of the band. We were 3-piece.
they double bass and sang.
And
Fucking crazy.
that's where I picked up drumming from. Was him really got me into it and all that too. But as he really shaped more of the mindset of, hey, you can kind of do whatever you want to do. Like I
Right.
said, where it was more of a closed-minded, always kind of, you know, like listen to radio rock, you always hear this kind of stuff. He's like, but you can throw all that out the window and do whatever you want. You know, make it feel like you want it to feel.
Right.
And that really helped me. It really pushed me. It opened my mind to a lot of different stuff, which really helped.
What's crazy is that we just met like maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But before that, like when I first started doing electrical work like 15 years ago, I was
Yeah.
working with his bass player at the time.
Yeah.
And me and Josh had our first band, Mahindra, and I would let his bass player at the time hear our shit, and he was letting me hear his band. And I didn't meet him until 3 years ago, though.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But I knew it all when he started talking. I'm like, wait a minute, like I know these people, I know that band. There's all the shit he was talking about, I knew about. So it was pretty
Fucking
cool.
small towns.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Wow. Wow. So how many instruments can you play?
Play guitar, bass, drums, mess around with the keyboards a little bit.
He can
Stuff
do
like
it all,
that,
man.
but, I can kind of scream. But
That's pretty cool.
Don't let him fool you.
Andrew, what about you?
What was the question again? Influences?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's such a tough question. Just 'cause I had so many influences when I was younger. I started playing bass at like 14, somewhere around there, and my friends already had a band started. One guy was playing guitar, one guy was playing drums, and my buddy Lance, he was like, "Man, you need to get a damn bass so you can play music." And I'm like, "Okay."
I'm gonna play this music.
So I got a bass, or actually my grandparents got me a bass, and I just started playing. I didn't take lessons or anything like that.
Self-taught.
I've always been around musically inclined people, and then moving down here from Missouri, I went out to shows and stuff like that. Saw Death Defy. Really, to be honest, you were inspiration to me. To be honest.
stop.
I'm not even trying to gloat like that with you. It's like I always wanted to be, part of the scene. It was hard to kind of be part of it. I was always watching you guys on stage, and it was really cool watching you guys do your thing, and especially like seeing you guys at Floyd's and stuff like that. And,
The best part is when he was
local-
on stage in the fucking wheelchair playing the bass. I still
Yes.
remember
That
that
was so
shit.
badass.
Like, I'm like, he really fucking did it. This is great. Like, yeah.
Hey, just because you get run over doesn't mean the fucking
Don't
show's
mean you
gotta
can't play a
stop.
fucking show.
Love that.
And we still need to have that bass off.
Right.
We talked about a long time ago.
We
Yeah.
do. You ever play an upright?
I haven't.
Oh, I used to have a Palantino upright, and I've been looking at more. We need to get one.
Upright bass warrior.
Yeah, let's
Right.
do this
Yeah.
I don't even know how you get around that thing.
carefully.
You caress it.
It's like the
I was
reach,
having-
it's like the reach around.
Yeah,
I was having a hard time with that acoustic.
Oh, perfect. I
bass.
got it.
and it's all
Almost
it's
like a
all
stand-up
it's
bass
all
that
rhythm
goes
on
in.
that thing. Just ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That acoustic bass was pretty badass, though. That was a pretty badass.
See,
You don't see a lot of that, man. Acoustic basses are great. Like,
My arms are too short for that shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to use a pick, which I usually don't do, but I was trying to use a pick to make it cleaner, and it's like, oh man, that was hurting, so I had to go back to
Yeah.
Fingering it.
I like
Finger
the,
it.
I like the placement of the sound hole on your acoustic bass.
So she's
Well, it's
Pretty
got two.
unique,
It's got
Out of
one up
context.
top and it's got one here, so
Right.
like it gives it better to where I can.
So you can put his finger in the hole.
You listen,
two holes for it.
you listen
Oh.
closely, you can hear Sebby smacking cheese going on.
So, and
That
Andrew,
thing smells weird.
and you're the tragic resident sound and light guy, basically, right? Like, what all do you do? Because I know you do a lot more than just play
Everything.
bass. Yeah.
And then I bitch about all the shit I do, and I'm not even thinking about
That's
what all
like
Andrew
delegates
does.
everything. Like, hey, you ain't done this. Hey.
Yeah, you ain't doing shit, motherfucker.
You just walk in with a microphone and be like, I'm set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's late to load in and then first to go.
Oh, fuck you guys. I've been a great fucking lead singer.
No, it's funny because when I got with the band, I was like, we need to have a professional image.
Yeah.
That's what's going to kind of set us apart, or try to set us apart from everybody else, and get us in the limelight quick. It's just having that professional behavior. So I was like, well, we need to start running in-ears, we need to have our own lights and stuff like that. And every idea I'd bring up, someone would fuck up on it because I'm learning it too at the same time. And Josh would be like, God damn it. Like the in-ears wouldn't work out. It took us a long time to get that dialed in, to be
Give up
honest.
on the shit.
Yeah, but it's trial and error for
Yeah.
us. We're just trying to learn what works and what doesn't work. And
Yeah.
um,
I mean, Andrew's good at that shit. I mean, definitely for sure.
I just don't
The
give up.
research
I just,
Yeah.
You're very
I'm
determined.
going to find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
And so far, we've been able to get to that. We've hit a roadblock right now with our backing tracks, but we're down there.
So you ran the lights at the shows. Is that correct, or am I wrong on that? For Tragic, at least.
No. We've set up lights. We have our own ground package light that we've worked on, but I think Joey ran it last time.
Which is up for the debate if he'll be there. He told me he would, and then he said that he may not.
Damn. So we might need someone to push some buttons for Saturday.
Yeah.
But,
If it's fire, I got you. But outside of that,
Right.
yes, for the enemy video, you absolutely killed it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That
she
was
ran
fun.
fire on that. Yeah.
That was fun. Somebody was like, "Here, Jade, you're pushing buttons for fire." I'm like, "You're giving pyro and putting a pyro in charge of pyro." Like, yeah, that's awesome. And I was like, "What else can I set on fire?" And they're like, "Nothing. That's all you do." I'm like,
That's
"Oh,
You can get to set a drone on fire.
I remember when we were first talking about the idea for the video, and we were just throwing out cool things to put on there, and someone said fire. I'm like, oh, I can find a way to make that work. And I got on eBay. I'm
yeah, you
looking like,
did."
oh, these fire blasters are only like $100 a piece, or like $100 for two of them, or something like
Yeah.
that. So Josh and I went both in and bought 4 total.
And
those
Never
things are-
seen them again. I need to get my
The hardest thing
back.
was finding
They're,
the
they're still sitting in the garage, but
Right.
they use like a little starter fluid can, and they're actually DMXable too, so you can actually put them part of a light show. But we want to do them live somewhere. But I don't know where.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
So Triple X you might see some fire. You might burn that bitch down.
Maybe the last Warrior show, yeah.
Send it off in the flames. But a good note would
They have
be
lightning.
like even when
still under
when Steve, when y'all go to do y'all's videos, like when we did the enemy video, people are like, oh, like when we entered like the DWP contest, people are like, oh, they're already handed the contest. Like, look at all the money they spent. And like, dude, we spent $500 fucking dollars on that video. $500, and people are like, oh, it's just magical use. It's like, dude.
Between 5 people.
So when you go into a video,
All you
just
spent was $500 on that thing?
yeah.
It's all about who you know.
but we had a lot of people that wanted to be a
invested
part of
into
it
it,
and
yeah,
help
and
us
wanted
out.
to help us with it.
Joey,
That was his first
Pat,
music video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brandon. Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
a lot of people that's wanted to be a part of it and
Yeah.
donated their time or their knowledge to help
Right.
us out, and that's been huge. I mean, we
It
wouldn't
just-
have been able to do
The
it.
production value on it
Right.
is
Yeah.
like I watch it and I'm like, wow, that's a professional video.
Yeah.
Killed that.
Yeah, well, we did have a good video guy, but as far as like aesthetics of the video, like all that, I mean, we didn't really spend much money at all.
We're about to
Shit.
do the same thing with Deadweight.
Yeah.
It's going to be low budget.
We were
but
talking
it'll
about doing
be
that out
fun
in
to
the
look.
field behind Jarrett's house.
Right?
There you go.
Well, we got flamethrowers if you want to set the field on fire.
Yeah.
You can rent them.
Yeah, that'd be a badass video.
Yeah.
You guys spending 2 days trying to put out a fucking forest fire? That'd be a lot of fun.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So we are missing one band, but we do have a video of our Final Feud. Shout out our Final Feud. We love y'all. Sorry you couldn't be here, but we do have something to play for them.
I'm sure they wrap 6 songs up in an hour.
They
They're that
Probably,
good.
yeah.
are
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah, Kyle's like, all of these kids are want to take their freaks.
Yeah.
Freaks of
Yeah.
nature.
They are.
Nobody's even high. What the hell's going on?
Right?
Doing this sober?
Sure Should we play this one?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, here you go.
Back against the wall, with no help at all, trapped inside your head by the words you said, and I'm dying to say. No denying this was a mistake. They shouldn't tattoo danger across your forehead. A sticky devil in disguise. They'll wind up dead. They'll wind up dead. You fly too close to the sun. Because she's already won. She's won. She'll never away with you. Let's spit you out like a food. A bloodthirsty woman with no intentions of giving a damn. You better run in a panic, because if she manages to rip you out, you fly too close to the sun. Because she's already won. She's won. She'll run away with you. And spit you out like a fool. Heed my every warning. And if you don't, then you'll be dead. Sentence on the way. The records again. You fly too close to the sun. Because she's already won. She's won. She'll have her way with you. Let's spit you out like a fool.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
And we're back.
And some good kids.
You're late.
You missed the song you recorded.
I've heard it a million times.
That was badass. And yeah, so we actually don't have Dancing with Ghosts, but they're also on the bill.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I didn't steal any of their shit off of YouTube because
Yeah.
I wasn't in contact with them and wasn't sure what I could get, what I could not get, so I didn't fuck
Yeah.
with them much. I do know the singer has a podcast. It's pretty goddamn interesting. It's about UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Look at the Sasquatch roll his fucking head.
They don't know about the UFO thing, I don't think, though. You got to explain it.
Oh yeah, so we saw a UFO. I actually had to call Jade and Tammy.
Saw a
out.
helicopter.
No, it was not.
It's not a helicopter.
It's not.
It was a UFO, dude.
It's not.
Yeah, so we all right. So here we go.
So I still have it.
All right, so 4 minutes before we go live, I gotta pee. So I run outside, and I'm standing there, and as I do with my junk in my hand, I usually look up because that's what you do,
Like
right?
when the mirror's in the bathroom, like
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, hey, what's the ceiling doing right now? But anyways, I look up, and the shit's like moving around, and it makes this. It's clipping along. It's slower than an airplane, but faster than a satellite, and it makes this big S turn, comes back and stops. And that's when I'm like, all right, roll it up, zip it up. I got to get other people to see this thing in case it does something. Get out there. It does nothing.
Nothing.
Just chilling.
Like a helicopter?
Yes, like an absolutely silent helicopter flying at 30,000 feet.
Yeah, you would hear it, right? If it was a helicopter.
Yeah.
I hear helicopters all day.
Well,
I'm trying
earlier
to
this
find that
year,
picture I
me
sent you.
and Brett was staying at a hotel in
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
this shit's wild. Yeah. Okay.
And right across,
Push that microphone closer to that man right there.
right? Yeah. We're staying at like the Riverside Hotel. It was pretty nice. And then across from the river was the Wells Fargo Bank, and the Wells Fargo light was lit up. It was like big, huge building with Wells Fargo on top. And we thought it was like a drone circling the bank. I'm like, maybe it's like security drone or something like that watching over this building. All of a sudden, the fucking light on the bank goes out. And it was like 3, 4 in the morning. It would be like an odd time for it to just like all of a sudden go out. And at the same time it goes out, that fucking drone like darts off. It's gone. And all of a sudden it comes back. And it's circling again. But then like an actual plane passed. So we're like, okay, that's what a plane looks like. What the fuck is this? Because the plane's passing and this thing's still circling. Then all of a sudden it takes off following the plane, and 2 others come up and join it and followed the fucking plane out of sight and then came back to the bank to circle the bank.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Alien
So I don't know if it was like
Telling you.
Alien bank robbers.
Right. So I was thinking like maybe it was drones guarding the bank, but they moved so fucking fast.
Yeah.
It's like how swift and shit. Like you said, they did like a S turn or something like that. It's like what moves like that?
Helicopters.
So if we're saying that they're UFOs, are we saying that they're aliens?
Yes.
So if they're aliens, why the fuck are they just hanging out? Yeah, why don't they come down and say hi?
Have you met people?
They shapeshift into people.
She's got a point.
Have you met
Like
people?
Men in Black.
Yeah, dude.
People suck.
We shoot at like damn near everything we don't understand.
Shoot it!
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as far as galactic neighbors,
Yeah.
we're the fucking rednecks, homie.
Yeah, you're right.
Like we're in the,
Like
this
this-
is where they
Just lighting off,
window.
just lighting off nukes. Like, woo, nukes ahead, grenade too, boom. So they got to come down and fucking Maelstrom 1964. Got to shut all them nukes down. Be like, you guys knock it off, man. We'll call the galactic police up there.
Right? Yeah.
Touche.
I have read that and heard that, yes.
Yeah.
So while we're on the topic, what about paranormal experiences? Have you guys ever had any?
Don't
I
believe
did
it.
see aliens recently.
Sleep paralysis or crazy? What?
I saw aliens.
Oh my
in
God!
person.
Give that
Yeah?
microphone.
Hang on.
By
Will mine
person?
reach? Will mine reach?
Yes.
I'll make it read.
Well, unfortunately, it's not that serious. I just went to
No.
go see Meshuggah in October, and they were outer worldly.
Oh, hell yeah, they are. Our
Oh.
first concert, me and Josh got tickets for his birthday when he was like 14, and it was for Tool and Meshuggah.
Yeah.
And we had never
Life
seen
changing.
Dude, that was our
Yeah.
first concert. Like I had never seen
Oh, wow.
Meshuggah was my very first introduction to live music.
Holy shit.
And I was blown
Yeah.
away. 'Cause
Literally,
I
I was
know
like,
this guy was
fucking
rolling his
speaking
eyes
right
and back of his head like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Well, and
Yeah.
Danny Carey and Meshuggah drummer, they like met during Meshuggah's set and had a fucking drum off that lasted like 10 minutes.
shit.
Yeah,
Pretty
So
wild.
literally,
Once in a
like,
lifetime.
it really was.
Yeah.
That was at Leon County fucking Civic Center.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We-
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
2002. We got dropped off on the street by my mom. I was like 13. He's a couple years older than me. And literally, like,
Yeah, she shouldn't have sitting there by herself. It was
Right?
a bad idea.
right? I'm just thinking, like, with my kids, like I don't even let them like ride the bike around the neighborhood like I used to do and shit. You know, it's like
I remember we were sitting there and we were in the seats and there was a guy beside me and he did not look well. And like I look over at him, he's like, man, he's like, here, chug this. And I don't know what it was, but it was red. But I assume
Code Red.
I assume it
He
was
says
like
Code Red.
fucking NyQuil or some shit he was taking to hallucinate off of, right? He's like, hey, you want to take this? I'm like, fuck that, I don't know what that is. And then not even like 5 minutes later, just projectile vomit, red shit all over it. He's like, blah,
Oh God.
his
swamped
buddy said
everybody.
he had drank too much Robitussin.
Yeah, I think it was
Oh,
Robitussin or
God.
something.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like terrible. And I was like, okay. So we were like, we're going to go down. Like, get the fuck out of here. But
Yeah, we ended up smoking a joint with a kid and his mom. We're literally like 12
yeah.
at a Tool concert.
Yeah, you got no smoking signs everywhere. And right when Tool plays, it's like, the whole place is nothing but weed. They're just passing around everywhere.
We saw Bone Thugs and Harmony too, and that was sick.
Nice.
We saw them on the green.
Yeah,
It was CeeLo
I was
Green.
there.
CeeLo
Yeah.
Green, Both Thugs of Harmony, and
Puddle of Mud.
Hoobastank.
no, Hoobastank.
Hoobastank.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I remember like we were watching Bone Thugs and they walk out the bus and piles of smoke just pouring out of this motherfucker. And they're all like preaching no smoking everywhere. And like, so you're watching the concert and then like there's this building up top. There's like police officers up there. So they're
Yes.
watching it. And dude, Bone Thugs come out and the blunts were just rolling around that motherfucker. I was smoking a blunt looking at the guy like, whatever, bro. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? You know?
Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Is that the one where George Clinton was up there?
No, it was CeeLo Green.
Well, no. I'm not talking about on the bill.
Yeah.
I went to one of those shows, and fucking George Clinton was on the ceiling up there with the cops.
Nah, I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing
there's
George, but I was highly inebriated, so
Yeah.
he could have been up there.
So, what was everybody's first concert? Since
Oh,
that
just had
topic got
Golden
brought up,
Sugar.
yeah.
That was our first one.
Mine was Ozzy, White Lion, and Vixen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vixen, hell yeah.
damn.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Okay.
dad took me when I was 12,
Nice.
1989.
Okay. I was working
Wow. Okay.
Absolutely love White
Seven?
Lion.
I saw Rush on their Clockworks tour.
What?
Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh wow.
That's a big one to
I was
start
spoiled
with.
rotten, to say the least.
Is that South Carolina in
Yeah.
you? Joey?
He's never been to a concert.
Yeah, well, when
Tragic.
I was growing up, I was actually in the bluegrass and country. So I think my first concert was Charlie Daniels.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Okay.
That was a lot of fun.
All right. Andrew?
I believe my first concert was Course of Nature. I still,
Who?
yeah, right.
The Missouri
What was
show.
your second one?
What was your
No,
second
remember,
one?
I remember going to an ICP concert.
Nice.
And
Hell
getting
yeah.
doused in, was it Fango that they?
Yeah.
I remember my girlfriend at the time. She wanted me to go. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I'm glad you didn't get the tattoo.
I didn't get the hatchet tattoo. But we went to the ICP concert, Twisted and Blaze and all
Oh,
that.
I missed
Who's got
Twisted.
one?
Fago, everybody sings.
Yeah.
Sing along straight
So
up to the store.
so they
Tell that
started
bitch
doing
to
that,
bring
right?
home
I'm
a
like,
Fago.
I didn't know what to expect, and all of a sudden they're shaking these bottles. I'm like, oh shit, it's about to get real. Ooh, dousing everybody, and we're up in the front. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on?
Orange soda.
I got orange soda everywhere. It was cool though. Oh my god, my ears rang for like 5 days afterwards. Like, it was
I bet.
Such a loud.
Like
I
the
bet.
like the fifth time I saw ICP, I was so crammed into the crowd.
Wow.
They took a 2 liter of Fago, shook it up, and bounced it off a fucking little tiny trampoline. And that thing, I'm just watching it come sailing right at me. And I'm jammed into the crowd. I can't even protect myself. I just kind of move my head to the side like, this is going to suck. By the time it hit me, it was only about a liter full. But I was still like, hey, come on now.
I remember my brother's girlfriend at the time got smacked in the face with a drumstick from the drummer of Shadows Fall.
Oh.
He like hit this fucking drum fill and he paused and looked and he like threw the stick and it literally just like
Oh, God.
and I'm like, drumstick.
Rob, what was yours?
Oh, shit.
First concert.
My first concert was Our Lady Peace, Oleander, and
Yes.
Creed
Oh, yeah.
It's probably about 96, 98
Yeah.
somewhere.
Was that at Floyd's?
No,
Oh, in there?
it was in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeremy?
Poison,
Nice.
loudness, and lightning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be fucking 85-ish,
Right?
Okay.
85, 86, somewhere in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Okay.
fun.
It's a good poison.
Mine was Warp Tour. Was my
Damn.
first concert in Charlotte, 02. It was my graduation present to myself. And me and my best friend went. So it was like NoFX, Dropkick Murphys, which, don't even get me started on Dropkick Murphys. I am in love with them.
Well, Lisa said
They're
Rolling
amazing.
Stones 1978. That's
wow,
fucking awesome.
that
Oh,
is
yeah.
amazing. I'm a little bit jealous of that one.
John Morgan, who the fuck
Big
is falling at
Sid.
will?
Yeah.
John Nixon and I have been talking about a little bit of Annihilator and Metal Church.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
If there's a vocalist that could pull it off, it's John Nixon.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, and that is a legitimate question. Who the fuck is falling at will?
Oh shit.
And don't burn down no warrior.
Absolutely not.
Fine.
We do that every time.
I remember
In
that
our head
Tools show
movies.
was a great show. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Well, I don't have any other questions.
We have some entries.
We
have
do. We have
I see at least 3.
we have some entries.
We do, yeah. We got a few. Let's take a look. We have 4.
We have 4 entries. So last chance. Hashtag XXXmas, all lowercase, to be entered to win 2 tickets to see the show this Saturday with Ember Fading, Our Final Feud, Tragic, and Dancing with Ghosts. And you get a merch bag.
Yeah. Yeah, Dancing with Ghosts is from Jacksonville. So we played our first show in Jacksonville was with Dancing with Ghosts, wasn't it?
They're really
Yeah.
good.
And their first
wow.
show was actually acoustic.
Right,
So
yeah,
it
it
was
was,
Have a
yeah.
drummer or
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just acoustic in it. And they were amazing acoustically. I was just like, oh my god, they were awesome.
Then we played another
Then
show
we
with
played
them.
with
They had
their
a drummer and a
full-
full band. We're like, damn.
Full band. I was
They got
really
a lot of-
impressed.
lot of
Mhm.
energy.
And they're one of those
Yeah.
bands that they do a lot of stuff on their own, like Josh with his podcast
Yeah,
and
they're
everything.
killing it
They
on
do all
social
their
media.
own videos and everything, and
TikTok,
they're really
yeah.
kind of a little bit of an inspiration to push us too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's cool to watch. It really
They're
is.
definitely
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
blow up on social media.
They're very
Oh,
unique.
yeah.
Like that one song I shared in the event, man, that song was really fucking cool. Like her vocals were just, wow, that was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, like,
Yeah, and I
they're
couldn't
really great.
figure out exactly their timeline because sometimes it's full band, sometimes it's 2-piece.
Right.
I'm like, I have no idea what's fucking
Yeah, they got
going
a full
on.
band now, so I think they got an actual bass player too now. So
yeah,
guitar, bass player, like they got a full
That's gonna
It
be
took
awesome.
them a
band,
while
yeah.
because they were just a 2-piece, and then they brought in a drummer, and they had a drummer with us the last show, but I think they were still running backing tracks for their bass player because Steph plays keyboard
Yeah,
and sings, and then they got a bass player recently.
Yeah.
I think within the last few months, and
Yeah.
now they're complete. So
they'll put on
Oh,
a
yeah.
good show. Be
They put on
different.
a
Be
damn good
different,
show.
you know. Like
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
pop punk.
that's what we want to do with this whole show. Is like we just wanted to be a different show and show people different bands that you don't see. You know, every big show has to be the same bands, you know.
What
Yeah.
Tallahassee has to offer, too.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of great bands here, and they all need the same exposure as everybody else gets.
and I think this will be the first time for Dancing Ghost over here in Tallahassee too.
Yeah.
that have played
And-
over here yet.
Oh, that's my mama.
Yeah,
Woo!
Nice.
Antonia.
Shout out, Mama.
What's
Hell
up,
yeah.
Mama?
Let's make sure she's in.
Mama,
Boom, 5. She's
How
in.
is it Isaiah says it?
Mama,
Mama.
Mama.
He's got it. So my
Hello.
oldest son just turned 16, and I
Oh,
swear
that's
his
right.
happy birthday, Isaiah. But yeah, he has the deepest voice for any 16-year-old I have ever
kinda
fucking
does.
met.
Yeah.
Like he
Well, he's got
he
more facial hair than I do. too.
Right. He like walks in every time he needs something. He's like, "Hey, mama. Hey, mama." How does he do it?
Mama.
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 And it's just he's so fucking deep
No, I woke
voice.
up one morning. I'm like, who the fuck is in my house?
Get shotgun.
And like
Grown ass man.
he came in to give me a drink today because I was working and I was training my class, and he's like, "Hey, mama," and he hands me a drink, and everybody's like, "Oh, who was that?" I'm like, "My 16-year-old." They're like, "What? That sounds like a grown man." I'm like, "No, that was my 16-year-old. He just turned 16. Thank you for making me feel old, and I don't like it, and I'm not okay with it." So I took a picture of him standing next to me, and I literally have to look up to him now. And Mason comes up to here on me. So I'm like, I can't just set my chin on his head anymore. He's like here, and
I think Mace will be taller than you too.
God, don't remind me. I want to be the shortest one.
So I would like to say before we close the show out, so we're doing pre-sale tickets for the show.
Yes.
So one thing I want to kind of advise everybody on, like when bands do pre-sale tickets, what they're trying to do is to show the venue that they can pull people to that venue. So I know a lot of people want to do the door. Well, I'll just pay at the door. Well, if you do the pre-sales, it really helps the bands because the venue see, hey, well, this band brought in 50 pre-sale tickets. So to kind of entice that, so we'll do pre-sale tickets this show, and when you get a pre-sale ticket, doors are at 6. So if you get a pre-sale ticket, you'll be able to get in at 5:30, 30 minutes earlier before anybody else, and you'll be able to hang out with the bands and kind of do like a little meet and greet before the doors even open.
And you get the beer.
And there'll be a free keg of beer, so you'll get early access to the free keg of beer. But that just helps the band. So, I always think like when you're doing these pre-sale tickets, just know that the venues are looking at that every time the bands are doing a show. So
Absolutely.
It really helps a lot if you can get a pre-sale ticket, and they're cheaper. So why not,
Yeah.
So go get those pre-sale tickets, and we'll see you Saturday, 5:30 if you get them. And,
Yeah, in fact, the tickets whoever wins these tickets, they are pre-sale.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I kind of hope I win them so I can meet you guys.
Right.
You guys seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
I might do that.
We're going to have Buck from Buck's going to come. He's going to be in a mini skirt for the
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Worth it.
Fucking pricing.
And he
Yeah.
and he
It's be great.
and he don't shave. So that's what's up. Before we do go though, Andrew, what is that behind you?
It would be a skull.
You talking about that acoustic bass over there?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
That is.
You guys want to do a jam? A little song?
Let's do it.
Sure.
A little quick song. Give a couple more minutes for people to hashtag XXXMAS. I know it's fucking tough. It's a
I
tough
don't know
one
how
to
you're
spell.
we're gonna have to rearrange our answers.
Rearrange our
Take this
asses. All
box.
right. Well, I tell you what. While we rearrange, let's
I'll get the right side.
play Tragic Deadly. What do you think?
Yeah.
Dead right. Should've known there would be hell to pay. You decided to turn your back on me. Should've known there was a price to pay. You decided to bite the hand that face. That face. Another life for the back again. And now the past is haunting me. I feel it bringing me down. You thought you took a part of me, but
Hey, look at that, everybody. Melissa Maestro.
You can touch my butt. I love your butt.
Oh shit.
All the way.
All the
Pardon
butts.
me, sir. What?
They make that shit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat on your box. No,
Yeah, beat it up.
about the beatbox.
That's right.
Get out of your way. So
You might want to do an overhead.
Overhead.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, the shaker.
Oh, this isn't rehearsed.
Oh, look at that. DJ's in it. What up, DJ? How you doing, buddy?
Rundown, like, how are you
Hope
getting
you feel
the
better
bass?
soon.
Bass, center, snare, top. Right? The beats are a little bit more to the left, so I usually put my left hand like. Yeah, there you go.
Your needs a drink. You need a drink.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir.
I think that's like Maria.
Ooh.
Maria.
All right, here we go.
Maria.
Do you know any covers, really?
Oh, put him on the spot.
You Rock Lobster?
Yeah. Rock Lobster? Hell yeah.
Shit, I warmed up with some Backstreet Boys at the last show.
Yes.
I want it that way.
Okay.
Tell me why.
Who's got a white T-shirt?
Keep it going.
Hold on. Yeah, don't do that anymore. We're going to have panties flying all over this.
Tuner's dead.
I'm not even wearing one.
Give that man an E.
Yeah. All right, everybody out there in Chatland, fucking check our audio too, because we're not sure how it's going to show
I
up
don't
with
know if
the
it's been done yet or not, but
percussion box.
the other day I had the idea to cover Paula Abdul straight up. Straight up, now tell me, are you really gonna love me?
Oh.
Right? But that was, I don't know if anyone's done like the rock metal version of that yet, but it would be sick.
Now that you said that, there will.
Steve, you're making me nervous, Steve. Sit down.
I'm sorry.
Steve standing makes everybody nervous.
Oh, I know.
I heard that.
God.
I'm sorry, I took too many water bottles.
I know. We're all wicked retarded. Sit down.
Wicked retarded.
Wicked smart.
Wicked fucking smart.
So what are we gonna try?
What are y'all doing?
Doing separate. What do we agree on? Separate.
Shit, that's like the hardest one to do on this box. That's why I brought the shake.
So, just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Once you move that mic,
If you need
a bit
to tune in
closer
the box,
to
feel free to
Joey,
give me the shaker. I'll
and
keep
then
it for you.
Right,
there you go.
I don't know.
There you
Like,
go.
we just did an acoustic set, but I brought the whole drum kit and played with rod sticks because I was having a hard time with the box. But mine was missing the snare.
Do I got to count this thing off, or I don't know how fast it is?
No, we'll do it. This song's called "Separate." Off our first EP. We'll try to do justice acoustically. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
1, 2. Wait, I was gonna just 2 count.
Going great so
Damn
far.
2 counts, man.
Y'all count it all then.
1, 2.
Feel it all around. It's like the walls are coming down. Silence never makes a sound. Unspoken. In the room there is no light. Like I'm running out of time. I don't know if I'll be found. I'm fading. Break me. Separate me from the old me. Cause there's nothing left to say. Break me, separate me from the old me. Cause there's nothing left to say. Feel it all around, it's like the walls are coming down. I don't know if I'll be found. I'm fading. the dark there is no light. It's like I'm losing my own mind in a place I can't define. I'm afraid of breaking me, separate me from the old me, because there's nothing left to say. Break me, separate me from the old me, because there's nothing left to say. Why won't you say? Why can't you say? From the old me. From the old, break me, separate me from the old me, because there's nothing left to say. Break me, separate me from the old me, because there's nothing left to say. Why won't you say? Why can't you say? From the old man. From the old man.
Didn't realize I was clapping that close to the microphone.
What you guys got? You guys doing one?
I don't think that's possible. It's only
It's only us
fucking
two.
drum box. It'd be like
Missing
acapella.
a guitar player.
You know any covers, Joe?
Like cruising down the street in my 6-4.
Because that one's so easy.
Which one?
So agrees, 2 chords.
Sober.
Savvy can play guitar and drums.
Yes, he can.
Only for songwriting purposes.
Oh, okay.
Can we do, y'all want to do one more?
Only as he calls.
Yeah, right.
What time we got?
Want to do another?
Do another one?
How you feeling?
How you feeling, man?
Yeah, whatever.
One more, then we're gonna spin it, then we'll close it down.
Which one was it? I don't want to pay.
Remember your-
You don't know how to play?
Yeah.
Do remember.
Remember?
What do you think, Mr. May?
Yeah, remember sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, yeah. So this is one of our unreleased tracks. Remember? Yeah, we'll try to give her our best go. So yeah.
Are you counting?
So 2 count or 4 count?
We'll do it 4 count.
4 count?
Yeah.
Good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Feels like we're drowning. I can take this another day, doing everything I can to drown the memories, but it's still a piece of you left inside of me. How could your heart be so cold? I'm searching for the truth, but I hate the light. When I look into your eyes, I don't see a light, but it's still a piece of you left inside of me. How could your heart be so cold? God damn all these lies, I was dying inside. Now I realize what it feels like to be alive. I remember all the words that you said to me, all the games you played. Was it all in vain? I remember all the words that you said to me. I was dead to you, now you're dead to me. For a day, I don't feel so numb. Still waiting for a change that may never come true. There's a little me inside of you. How could your heart be so cold? I'm searching for the truth, but I can't deny it. When I look into your eyes, I don't see your lies, but it's still a piece of you left inside of me. How could your heart be so cold? God damn all these lies. I was dying inside. Now I realize what it feels like to be alive. I remember all the words that you said to me, all the games you played. Was it all in vain? I remember every word that you said to me. I was dead to you, now you're dead to me. You're dead to me. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to feel like this anymore. It's like I'm drowning. I remember all the words that you said to me, all the games you played. Was it all in vain? I remember every word that you said to me. I was dead to you, now you're dead to me. I remember all the words that you said to me, all the games you played, all the games you played. I remember all the words that you said to me. I was dead to you, now you're dead to me. Dead to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. When could you hit that high note? When could you hit that high note? That's new. Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
squeeze
one
really
of our
hard.
newer songs.
Coolest part.
Nice.
The space.
So I was privy to this song probably early in its production.
Right?
Josh said
It's gone through its phases.
I fucking listened to that song on repeat. I
Nice.
swear to God, like at least 10 times
Dude,
in
same.
one goddamn sitting.
Same.
I fucking love that song.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good song, man. Like that was a hard song to write because it was about my father. So I know the minute I wrote it,
Dude, literally, Josh sent us that song, and I'm like, God damn, that's the best song you've ever wrote, dude. Like,
I literally, he sent me the riff, and I like jumped out of bed. It was like 10 o'clock at night.
Exactly.
I jumped out of bed,
Like,
and I'm like,
fucking-
I'm literally like,
I don't know if you ever had like chill bumps where it also
Yeah.
like makes your eyes water. Yeah. Like, it's like the feeling I got when he sent me the song, and it was
Definitely.
like,
Yes.
Yeah. like we did the acoustic show, and like I kind of stated what the song was about. And I sent it to Dave Rowe, and he's already heard it a million times. And like I guess me stating what the song was about, he's like, dude, I never would have thought that it was about that. So that's the cool thing about music, man.
Yes.
Everybody takes what they want from it. So
Yep.
I mean, I don't really have to explain it. It's whatever you feel it is to you. But,
Interpretation.
yeah, interpretation. But
everybody can see something different in it.
Yeah.
Little pieces of themselves in that.
yeah,
so
that's by
unreleased-
far one of our favorite songs. I think.
Yeah, and unreleased for now until we figure out how to like really put this music out there and it not flop. Like, you know, it's like everyone had their year Spotify review, and we went and looked at ours and figured out our link wasn't even working. I sent the link to John. I tried to post the link, and I'm like, let me click on it and see if the link even works, just to check what I posted. It was like link, like something was broken with it. So I'm like, what the fuck? I sent it to Josh. I'm like, hey, see if you can open our Spotify link. And he's like, no, what the fuck? And then he like sent it to me like 10 times, like back to back. He was like, frantic with shit. Like,
Now,
none of
this
it
time I
works.
sent it. Sometime it's got to send. God damn it, maybe
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Right? So for whatever reason, our Spotify link was broke, and
Oh, that sucks.
Kind of heartbroken, but not really. I mean,
They have like
I mean-
100 views for the year. It's like,
our YouTube numbers were good because that's kind of where we put our focus in was that YouTube, you know. So we had
I mean,
Oh,
I'd
there you
rather see people buy it than Spotify
Sure.
it any day. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go buy the shit.
Still think.
All right, so we still have
Cameron, though.
hashtag XXXmas in order to win 2 free tickets to the show this weekend.
We got some entries. How many?
6.
6.
We have 6 entries, so let's see who gets it.
Somebody's gonna win this motherfucker.
Let's
All right.
Go.
So share screen.
That sounds-
This one, unless you guys want to see the
My hand hurts.
audio. All right,
What's
share
the hand before the
and.
show?
Yeah, like I hit my pinky
Here we
weird
go.
somehow.
Drum roll. Come on,
Beat
drum roll.
off that.
Hold on, I
There it is.
gotta get
There you go.
Did I
Sammy's
get it
got
over
2.
there? Oh, there I am.
You're gonna be drum rolling for a minute. Come on, keep on.
Keep
And the
There, go
winner
with
is Lisa.
Nice.
So Lisa has 4 tickets to the show, so you better share those damn tickets, Lisa.
Yeah, brings friends.
Hell yeah.
Bring some friends.
Congrats, Lisa.
Double plus 1.
That's what's
Double
up.
plus
You just
ones.
blast singles like that. Just
Yeah. for the drum roll.
Lisa, we here at Off the Record will be in contact to figure out how to get you those tickets and all that stuff because still got some bugs to work out. I don't know how to do that, but
Right?
But we got you. That's,
Yeah.
that's
Still
the
have
important
arms, legs, and cars, so
yep,
get them
yep,
to
yep.
her somehow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, off the record, we had Tragic and Ember Fading. Shout out to our Final Feud and Dancing with Ghosts, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. But thank you guys for coming.
Yes.
And as always, it was a fucking blast. And
had a blast.
hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, here. You know
I don't
what?
even
I'm
see
gonna do
myself.
an overhead.
Yeah.
Everybody throw
There
devil
you are.
horns at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Woo!